afforded me many opportunities, including the amazing opportunity to stand before you tonight. I'm an East St. Louis native. I am a basketball champion. I'm a former collegiate and professional basketball player. I have been a volunteer basketball coach for several years, and currently I serve as an IT leader in the healthcare industry. Some moments, events, and situations are pivotal in everyone's life. My pivotal moment was at the age of 12 when I accepted an invitation from Coach Earl McDowell to attend basketball tryouts. I was a very shy and introverted tween, but Coach McDowell saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. And little did I know that that decision would provide opportunities for me and equip me with skills that would sustain me for the rest of my life. I accepted many invitations to compete for positions on different athletic teams, but however, I am a member of several groups that I didn't try out for, such as being a fatherless daughter, being a rape and hostage survivor, being a child of poverty, and being a domestic violence survivor. Athletics, specifically basketball, taught me courage, gave me confidence. It taught me how to be mentally strong and resilient, built up my endurance and stamina, and gave me priceless skills in teamwork and leadership. Through the peaks and valleys of my life, I relied on my athletic skills and capabilities to pivot away from home or to pivot for the next opportunity. So in case you don't know by now, I love basketball. I even wore my sweatpants today. I love the strategic thinking. I love the feeling of victory. I love performing under pressure, like I'm doing right now. And I love the determination it takes to be better with each competition. In athletics, endurance is an asset, but in a marriage plagued with addiction and regular occurrences of mental and emotional episodes, endurance is a liability. Through the years, I had mastered how to engage with my ex-husband or not, depending on his mood, the place, or other circumstances, all to keep the peace at home or when we return home. For 19 years, I absorbed the impact and shielded the rest of the household from the husband hurricanes, at least that's what I call them. Those hurricanes regularly hit our home, and in this situation, my endurance worked against me. Reoccurring thoughts had haunted me that if I left, he may not live long. I felt responsible for him living, and I felt unimaginable guilt with the thought that he would die if I left. I finally mustered up the courage and left the marriage. Not solely because of the hurricanes, but I loved him, wanted the best for him, wanted the best for us. But after 19 years, I'm telling you, I was exhausted. So I decided the best thing to do was to save myself and the rest of the family. So I pivoted and began to plan for the future. Some may already know this, but I intentionally segregated my personal and professional life. I intentionally segregated my personal and professional life before the divorce, but after the divorce, I blended the two versions of myself and reclaimed my winning attitude and mindset that I after my personal and long before I became a mistress. I'm going to step back just a few decades because the divorce was not my first setback. After playing for the University of Houston, I tried it out and made the National Women's Basketball Association team in Austin, Texas. However, the league folded due to a lack of sponsorship. From Austin, I signed a contract with a professional team in Switzerland. And I signed a contract with a professional team in Switzerland. But I broke my knee. I broke my knee during a game in Geneva, Switzerland. I had surgery, I rehabbed it, and the next season I signed with a team in Spain.
All right, Sid.
That injury really affected my ability to perform at the professional level. So after my gig in Spain, I accepted that my playing days were over, and I started to think about how I would pivot from being a basketball player. Because according to my plans, when I left Austin, Texas, I was going to be playing basketball, professional basketball, to the ripe old age of about 40. See, back then, 40 was so far away. It was so far away. Fortunately, the principles and the skill that I learned in basketball transcend athletics. A position in healthcare was one of my first opportunities post-basketball. I had worked in healthcare approximately 5 years before I was promoted to a leadership position. East St. Louis was a breeding ground for producing high-performing athletes, regardless of the sport. My high school coaches, Coach Riggins, Coach Benoit, Coach McDowell, Coach Owens, and a host of mentors taught us all the athletes about leadership in and out of competition. I learned what it meant to be a leader. I understood team dynamics. I understood how to prepare properly and then how to execute. I learned about sportsmanship. And when you think about it, that's what I learned through the lens of athletics. Those were the same skills that were needed to be successful in the corporate arena. As a dedicated athlete, you practice, you sharpen, you reflect, you essentially evaluate your skills every day because you must be better than the last competition. There is no time for dwelling on past performances, win, lose, or draw. Get ready and be better tomorrow. Working to be better every day is precisely how I lead at the corporate level and how I've led for the past 26 years. Despite how tattered and torn my personal life was, professionally, success showed up for me with every role, assignment, and opportunity. To Karen, Jean, and Charlene, I thank you immensely for your professional leadership, mentoring, compassion, and grace. You allowed me a space to beat my need to be competitive and productive. You created a sense of belonging. You allowed me to earn an honest living while I rebuilt my life through and after the hurricanes. A basketball and my mother's determination allowed me to dream of life beyond the blocks of East St. Louis. Because of basketball, I've had the privilege to live, work, and travel around the United States, Switzerland, Spain, and Germany. Because of basketball, serving as an IT leader and contributing to healthcare transformations in communities, across communities in the Midwest, Southern, and the Eastern states is a blessing to me, and it's a blessing for me. Today what I believe to be true about life is you can change your life at any age. I've done it and I continue to do it. Reflection helps you learn from your mistakes and your challenges. Daily reflection is my to-do list. It's not on my to-do list. It's what I do every day. Living with purpose is paramount. Being a resource for others is good sportsmanship. There have been so many people that have been a resource for me. Having mentors, coaches, and a personal network of angels working with you and for you is invaluable. That's great teamwork. Thanks so much to my family, my friends, and my network of angels. The traumatic events that happen throughout my life are just that. They're individual events. They are not who I am. I have no emotional debt, and I have no regret for the life that I've lived this far.